Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, yo, Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?
Hey, Papi, baby, we back, and it feels like it's been forever. Really, it has been. What? We haven't talked to each other since the Bad Bunny concert. Since then, a whole lot's gone on. You know what I'm saying? We've gone ahead and gone to the desert, battled it out. You know what I'm saying? With the Arizona Cardinals, went 5-0. Then we had to go ahead and see our Eagles take on the Cowboys to go 6-0. You know how we do. And now we're chilling on a bye week. But hey, you already know who it is. It's your boy Papi Sabroso, aka Affiliated Papi, aka your favorite favorite podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Introducing my podcast partner in crime, my producer King. What's going on, baby? Say what's up to the good folks.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, what's good?
Red
man?
October. Red October, baby.
Red October. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no red in the cap, what are you doing with your life?
What are you doing?
Bro, how are you feeling? Because we're going to get right into it. First and foremost, baby, our Philadelphia Fightin' Phils are in the postseason. And not just that, we're in the World Series. We're shocking the world. We're stunning the world right now. What's going on, bro?
Man, how are you? First of all, how are you?
Bro, I'm amazing right now. I can't even put stuff into words. I'm in shock. I'm in awe. I'm happy. I'm over here. I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I shed a couple grown man tears just randomly, driving in the whip, listening to dancing on my own, and then just a thug tear comes down, bro. That's how I'm doing. How about you, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I just came back from an East Coast trip, so snuck some Yingling in the luggage. You know what I mean? Had to celebrate the moment.
Bro, it's not even no trip back home is complete without snuggling a couple of those delicious Yinglings into the suitcase back on the trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for real. I can't believe we're here, bro. From firing Garati, right, to injuries, releasing Didi, what was it? Harper broke his thumb, to a little bit of drama, and now we're in the World Series, man. This is nuts.
It's absolutely crazy. Hey, hold on, chat. Shout out. I missed the chat, bro. Yo, shout out our boy Coach. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Coach, baby?
Swoop.
Houston is gonna be live this week, and I know you're gonna hold it down for us down there. AK, what's good, baby? Fightin' Phils. We bringing it home, baby. I don't know about y'all, but I really feel it. Cole's Cowboys. Yo, this got to be my favorite Cowboys fan. Him and my boy Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Cole, I rocks with you, my boy. I rocks with you, man.
All right, so I don't mean to interrupt, but
go ahead.
So he was we were going back and forth. We were just trolling each other. Just saying what's up, right? And his little cowboy friend was like, "Who are you?" And Cole's like, "Yo, that's King. It's my boy. We're just trolling, whatever." I was like, listen, my guy, first of all, get over it. The Eagles won, right? Just get over it. But number two, man, it's Twitter. It's for entertainment purposes.
Exactly.
Because you know damn well if you see me in the streets, you wouldn't say that to my face.
If you see me in the streets, remember, you don't know me. Nah, Cole, I rock with you, my boy. You're a real one. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see. I love our rivalry when we have cats that can go back and forth with a little jawing, you know what I'm saying? Talk a little mess, but are also educated about everything. I'm not sitting here listening to a Cowboy, a fake Cowboy or any team, really any team's fan base. You know what peeves me more than anything? You're sitting there, you got a good Phillies hat on or a good Eagles hat on or a nice, team shirt, and you're walking, just minding your business. Here comes some random jerk off that walks up to you and is like, and they have a brand new, you could tell this jersey's never been at a stadium, a tailgate, nothing like that. Brand new shirt or jersey on. And they're like, yeah, man, F the Eagles. You guys are the worst. Like what? Like don't even know. Like don't know nothing. They couldn't tell you about many real significant games, any battles that the teams have had. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's crazy. You know, every year the Phillies won a World Series, a recession happened. Just saying, and Jeff Bezos said one is coming early 2023 in this year's boy. I thought we was already in a recession the way these gas prices are. I'm paying $8 for a pack of bacon. I mean, bro, it's crazy in these streets. I used to have the steaks for the good price, and then bro, they talking crazy prices out here for the meat. Pause. Yes. Ring the bell, my boy Mark, baby, man. I missed you, bro. Mark, it was great seeing you in Arizona, my man. Oh man, so many good times. We didn't even really get. I mean, we talked about the Arizona trip, and man, it's still that's living on in my heart big right now. As for those Eagles, though, y'all days are numbered, man. Come on, Coles.
Oh,
hey, Christmas Eve, baby, Christmas Eve. Let's get to it. I can't wait. That's gonna be a good time. But
speaking of that, though, we're gonna have Cole on the show for that. Hopefully that week. We gotta do something.
Oh, absolutely.
We gotta do something with the kid. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I might even throw on a Santa beard or something. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. It's gonna be a good time. But Cole's Cowboys, bro, we definitely rock with you, my man. Cole's, he said, Cole's, you bugging. Hey, look, Marcus stay repping. Coach, where you at, baby? I hope you're having a good night. We still got that bet on the line. Hey, we certainly do. We certainly do. I want to know who he's going to pick to have to live up to the end of the bargain on our end.
I hope it's you.
Man, I feel like I'm not. I feel like on Cole's pecking order, I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Like I'm not that I'm threatening. I'm not threatening to anybody, but I'm also I talk mess, but I don't talk enough mess. But I don't know. Maybe some people think I talk too much mess. Guess it depends on the person we're talking about.
Me personally, when you talk, I just think is, you know what I mean? You just got that East Coast style in you. So we're a little arrogant, you know what I mean? It's confidence. It's his confidence.
It's exactly. The Eagles gonna ruin Cowboys fans' Christmas this year. Hey man. Hey. From your mouth to the big man's ears, Mark. From your mouth to the big man's ears. He said all y'all and Philly 500. LOL.
all of us. You want all of us.
Yeah, all of us. Hey, bro, I'll honor that. I'll do it. You know me, man. I'm here for the bets. I've done way more embarrassing stuff for like fantasy losses. Like when you have a bad year in the fantasy league. Trust me, you don't even want to know some of the stuff I've gotten into with that. Cole, we're gonna be undefeated when you see us next. Hey. We're gonna get AK quiet as kept. We're definitely gonna get into that because that's definitely a whole segment we got outlined right here. I got Cole's shirt getting made right now. Hey, speak on it, coach. Speak on it. Hey Willie, that's my cousin right there. So you know I got my uncle Willie. This is his son. This is my cousin Willie. But hey man, shout out to everybody. Shout out the Phillies are in the World Series. Let's get right into it, bro. And I want to go ahead and start this show off with a nice commemoration for our Philadelphia Phillies from just a couple of your favorite lovable fans and people in the community, man. So
Phillies in the World Series, man. Let's go. Let's go Phils, a.k.a. the Fightins. Shout out to Philadelphia.
Somebody said you got a new friend. Hey, it's your boy Ill Will, a.k.a. DJ Light. The Phillies, hey, you keep doing your thing, Bryce, Reese, Swervefest, swinging them bats in the dawn's early light. We ripping everything in sight. Phillies in 5. See you at the fucking parade. Peace.
Hey, man, your guy Jay Silver of Silver Linings TV on YouTube, man. Big shout out to affiliated, man. But overall, big shout out to the Phillies, man. In the World Series, man. 4 more to go, man. Let's get it done for the city. Philadelphia Fightins, let's get it.
All right, first and foremost, number one, as always, it's Go Birds. It's always Go Birds. But yo, shout out to the Phillies, man. How about that, right? Out of nowhere, National League champs. I don't want to hear no shit from no more Met fans, from no more Brave fans, none of that. We out of there. National League champs, baby. Shout out to the Phillies making the World Series, and Houston's going to have a big-ass problem with us. Let me tell you right now, they ain't got a fucking clue what's in store for them. Go Phillies, baby. And go Birds.
Phillies are in the World Series. We didn't see this coming, but we're happy to be here. Let's go Fightins. Let's keep going. 4 more games.
Yes,
man,
sir.
Oh, man. I love it. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, King, especially you, you know what I'm saying, everybody who jumped in that. and showed their love for our fighting Phils, bro. Like this is a city vibe right now. Like let's get right in. Hey, let's go Astros. Nah, bro, get on out of here. We ain't gonna
even put that on the show.
Yeah, you're not even getting no time. Let's get right into it, bro. Like, I gotta talk about it, bro. The Phillies shocked the world, bro. They shocked the world, bro. We have not been in the postseason in 11 years. Okay,
11 years. Yeah.
And I hear people talking. I hear a lot of people talking about how this new era or the new playoff brackets, it's not good. But in my opinion, and this isn't just as a Philly fan because our team is seeing some success in the postseason. In my opinion, this is great. This shakes it up. So what if your team won 111 games in the regular season? When it came down to it, you got beat, and that's just period, point blank, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about this new thing?
Yo, I mean, you're absolutely right. If you're the top dog, stay as the top dog. You know what I'm saying? If you're crawling in like we did, and now let's be honest, we're putting the fear behind people. We're the team they don't want to face. Yep. The offense is waking up, the bats are lighting up. And the pitching, man, is just Alvarado, bro. That's my man's. I think that might be my next jersey between him and Kyle Schwarber. I'm not sure yet. I'm about to get one of them jerseys,
It's such a you're right. You hit the nail right on the head. 2 great points right there. For one, it's so many great options. I have plenty of Harper jerseys, so even though MVP shout out, we'll talk about that in a minute. But there's just so many great storylines that we're gonna get.
Question though, if you're saying how many Brysons you got, how many you have, and then and what is your favorite go-to that colorway? Because we got the cream, we got the gray, with the white, the pinstripe, you know what I mean, red, let them know.
So you're really applying the pressure to me right now, and it's shout out my brother Charlie, man, my boy Charlie. We were actually
shout out Charlie, man, South Jersey
in the building, baby.
Yes, sir.
We were having this convo about 2 nights ago. Because all right, for me, it really comes down to 3, right? And it's a bracket. So the gray is amazing. I love that gray because I feel like that you could just throw it on, boom, ready to go, handle the business, go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like any given day, you could throw that gray on. It's amazing. It's a clean jersey. But really, my 2 favorites, it's got to come down to the burgundy or the powder blue. And both of those are immaculately clean, bro. I feel like when you wear the powder blue, you're turning heads. People are they can't help but notice you. And then the burgundy, I just feel like, when do you ever see a burgundy like that maroon burgundy, deep red wine color, bro? It's phenomenal. But when it comes down to it, I go with the powder blue because I feel like you could get the powder blue off, and then you get the freak it by putting on the burgundy fitted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that whole combination is just something like. It's strawberries and cream, and it's one of them things. The little swirl with the joint. You know what I mean? I feel you. Yeah, that's most def.
It reminds me of early 2000s. Remember when velour sweatsuits were the thing?
Hey, I ain't gonna do front. I had a couple, bro. I was in Arizona, sweat my ass off,
bro. Speak on it, bro. I was still living back in Jersey when these were really a thing. But bro, I'll never forget. It was the first week of 8th grade, and my mom had got me a fresh DKNY denim hold. The whole denim fits. Remember?
With the denim joint.
So I was really trying to wear the denim fit on the first day of school, bro. Come on, it was hot as hell.
I know you was mad hot.
But I couldn't admit defeat because my Dukes was like, "You ain't wearing that," and my pop he went to war like, "Let the boy wear it." I'm up in school like this, like I'm about to die for this fit.
Right, got a do rag with the headband in the back.
Oh, bro, you had to have the strings dangling heavy. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we were doing. He said, "My young, I'm coming up. Indians, my bad. Guardians will be there sooner than." Hey, you know what? The Guardians had a good. They definitely battled it out. It was a good series. I honestly thought you guys had the Yankees on the ropes a couple times. It was definitely a good series, bro. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those young guys come together as a team. He said, apparently you only need 87 wins to get to the World Series. Hey, bro. Hey, let's talk. Like, let's get it. I'm gonna get these chats out the way, and then I'm really gonna dig into it. Yeah, but we're definitely gonna talk about that in a minute. Maroon is the best jersey. Bro, you can go either or. You really can. Powder blue Schmidt jersey, my favorite, and with the pinstripes too. See, this is my thing about the red. The red pinstripes, classic, love it, amazing jersey. I'm always hesitant to wear a white jersey though. You know, I feel like just any little thing can just get on that white pinstripe, and it's gonna give you a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I have a gray and I have a red Howard. That was my man's. Like, so Howard's he was one of my favorite baseball players. Growing up, my favorite player, y'all probably gonna laugh at me, was the big Frank Thomas. He was my favorite. I get everybody when I tell people, they like, oh,
it's interesting. It's interesting. I can see why.
He was my favorite player. I don't know why. I don't know why. Him and then Ken Griffey, man. Ken Griffey was dope. He had the backwards joint, you know what I mean, and he was just knocking them joints out, you know what I mean. And let's be honest, his kicks were clean. He had one of the sickest kicks. They was something not to mess with. The only part I didn't like was he played for the Mariners, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is.
Hey, make sure you're right now. If you're in here in the live chat, go ahead, hit like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that real quick. We want to go ahead and get the numbers up. We want to make sure we're getting as many people in as possible. I need that. I need this video to go ahead and get some love. And go ahead and drop a couple baseballs in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you're going for our Philadelphia Phillies. If I got a couple Astros fan in here, let me know. Make sure you run that up in the comments ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I want this to get shared with the world. And y'all know how these algorithms work. So if you want to see the boys shine, you got to go ahead and show the love and go ahead and just take a second. Hit like, boom, subscribe, boom, share it. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate that for sure. Take your girl's phone real quick. Go on her YouTube app, hit the like, subscribe, share it on her homegirls group chat. You know, it's at least 10 of them in there talking crazy about you and all your homeboys. So make sure you do that. Hey, so right now, bro, we're gonna really talk about this, right? So let me set the table here, okay?
What's up?
Our Philadelphia Phillies literally fell ass backwards into the playoffs, bro. There was times in the last month, the way we were talking about things is I was really sitting here saying, like, I was standing on that soapbox saying, enjoy it, like this last month of baseball, because we could get into the playoffs. And in my opinion, and I'm gonna be very honest here, I thought maybe we could do something in the playoff or in the first round in the wild card, depending on who we saw. But really, I saw as kind of being a first or second round bounce. I did not expect the way the bats were kind of showing up towards the end of the season. I didn't think it was going to be something beautiful like it is right now. But I mean, this team has proved everybody wrong. So like they fell backwards because the Brewers just couldn't win a game at the last week of the season. We fell in with 87 wins. That's literally just a few games over 500, barely a winning season. But, it was good enough for the third wild card spot, and we'll take it. And from there, it just seemed like our Fightin' Phils got the monkey off their back at that point. Like, it seemed like all they had to do was make it to the postseason, and things were going to change. Like, the air was thinner. You know what I'm saying? It smelled better. It was fresher. Guys, like, their shoulders got lighter. The bats, I don't know. They got new bats. Something happened. These guys started just the energy, the team. They just gelled. And they've waited 11 years for this. The city has waited 11 years for this. And to really put it in perspective for everybody, to let everybody know just how crazy this postseason run really is for us. Our guys, to end the season, we had to go to Chicago. We had to go play games in Washington. We had to go play 3 games in Houston. All before the postseason started. We didn't have any home games. These were all away games. Then we finally we find out we've clinched. We go into the playoffs. Immediately, you have a 3-game series in St. Louis. This is about a month of baseball that was played in other stadiums, not home venues for the Phils. They had to do this away from their fans, and then even to go ahead and start the NLDS round, we still had to play those first 2 games away over in Atlanta. But boy, when we finally got to get the Phils back in Philadelphia, at the bank, that crowd was rocking. And I knew, as soon as we got that first win in Atlanta, it didn't matter what happened in game 2. It would have been great if we would have got game 2, but it didn't matter what was going to happen in game 2 because that series was going to go back to Philadelphia. And I knew that playoff starved crowd was going to erupt and eat those Braves alive. And that's exactly what they did. Bro, we got contributions from Harper, from Rhys Hoskins. Talk about Rhys, man. Like Rhys, the longest tenured Philadelphia Philly, a guy that we really didn't know what was going to be happening with him. We get him coming into the playoffs. We get the iconic bat smash, bro. This man hits a home run, rips it out, and you get this man. I think they're still trying to dig it out, that bat out of the ground in Citizens Bank. It's crazy. Like just to know what they had to do to get to this point, I think it's amazing. What do you think about it, King?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This seems like a movie. This seems like I'm just being honest with you. You know, there's a team that wasn't supposed to make it. We're not supposed to be here. And there's one thing I definitely want to give a shout out. Segura, Segura. I appreciate you, bro. I know you had an Aaron. He had an era. He had a rough, he had a rough game, and he made it up. He resilient, man. And just listen to some of his backstory about the press conference. Going. I think it was a game 3. Was that game 3 or game 4?
Talking about in the Atlanta series.
No, he was talking about it. I think it was the Padres. He was talking about the Padres. I think it was game 4. After game 4. He had the error. He threw the ball. He got off base and then he got struck. And the pitcher throws the first base.
That's
man. Like
Gene Segura game right there. That's the Gene Segura game.
Shout out to Gene, man. Like, way to be resilient. Way to forget and just keep on playing. Put your head down, man. Like, definitely got to shit a prop out of him.
And that's a perfect example of what's kind of happened, right? We've had guys who have I feel like you've gotten a game from every major player on this team, even role players.
Yes.
Speaking of Gene's story, Gene Segura is the longest tenured MLB player. But all the players in the MLB, he's the only player in the MLB. He had the longest drought of being in starting in professional games and not seeing an actual playoff berth. So it was something crazy, like 1,000. It was like 1,100 something games he had played without actually touching the postseason, which is like it's like unheard of. So I mean, and that's what I mean when these guys got into the playoffs and were actually able to go ahead and like just get that feeling off their back. I feel like everyone took a deep breath and they felt it. Like, we're here and now it's time to go ahead and play. And that's how I feel like they've played since they got in. We've gotten major contributions. You got like I said, the Rhys Hoskins game where you got the bat smash. You got the Gene Segura game. He had that error where the ball went right by him, whizzing at second base when I believe he was in the shift. So it was kind of one of those weird things. And, and he missed the ball. Boom. It ended up being an issue. But you know what? My guy made up for it because he ended up getting some good offense in, hitting a couple dingers and getting a couple guys home. And then he even made another save later in that same exact game. So it was like he had a down game, but then boom, he made sure that when it counted most, he went ahead and stepped up and did what he had to do. So the Gene Segura game, you had the Kyle Schwarber homers just coming through crazy, like just dinger after dinger. We got Schwarbfest, shout out to Wawa, you know what I'm saying? We got the good Wawa fitted on right now. Shout out to Schwarbfest. I know everybody's enjoying some good shorties back home because of that. And we're going to go right into it. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, bro, Bryce Harper, bro. MVP of the NLS, and rightfully so, bro.
This is the National League Championship Series Most Valuable Player Award. No surprise, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. And it really put this all in perspective, right? This is like, it's a full coming moment, right? We get Bryce Harper a few years ago, in the same offseason. Remember, it was him and it was Manny Machado. The both two big free agents. They were both wanted $300+ million contracts. They wanted the big bucks. They were worth it. And I remember Manny Machado actually came to visit the Phils first before Harper did. So it was like
didn't a construction worker yell at him?
Get
that money.
Like,
yeah.
But I really feel like this was I feel like these guys ended up on the teams they were supposed to end up on.
For sure.
I feel like Machado fits the Padres vibe, Then I feel like Harper, bro, like some people call it pandering. Some people say he's just trying to, be popular with the fans, doing all the stuff, the fanatic stuff, the cheering. But, bro, like at the end of the day, he knows what the Philly fans want to see, and he's doing it, bro. Like, so yeah, I love seeing Bryce Harper when he's wearing fanatic gear or he's doing those type of things, bro. It's awesome. I think he bleeds Philadelphia red, for the Phils. And this guy loves playing in front of that crowd. He loves playing at the bank more than anything. And let me tell you guys something. The bank is the best, statistically the best. It might not be in all of sports, actually, but we're going to just keep it on MLB for now. The bank, Citizens Bank Park, is actually the best home field advantage in all of MLB. Since 2004, when it was first constructed, do you guys know that we have literally won about 85% of the games played postseason-wise in the bank? Let's talk about that, bro. Like this home crowd, this is, again, we've been talking about it for the Eagles all season, but now you're also seeing it with our Philadelphia Phillies, bro. This is not a mistake. This is not like random. This is real. Philadelphia fans are showing up for their teams, and people are going crazy at these. I mean, you heard when Harper is announced as MVP, how that crowd is sitting there afterwards in the rain. They're all cheering for him, bro. That's Philadelphia fans at their finest, bro. And I mean, to get behind it, this guy's had a lot. You talked about the injury earlier, King. Let's not forget where he was, bro. Like this was real.
Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Paul Buchheit is out. He came out almost immediately, and
when we're seeing him, get hit like that, and then we witness him walking off like this,
is discouraging. I hope he's okay.
Who'd have thought in a million years, who'd have thought that right there, that after seeing that scene, we would be seeing that exact same team in the NLCS and Bryce Harper, after walking off like that with a broken finger, broken hand, and he would have a moment like this.
Harper hits one in the air, left center field, back it goes! Harper, the swing of his life!
This guy has been doing this all postseason, and that's exactly why he deserves this right here. So, I mean, bro, who'd have thought? Like, it literally, it's like a meme. It's like a fairy tale. It's like, you can't write. Like, if someone wrote a story like this and we read it, we would all say, that's not even believable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this whole situation, like, the way the world turns and things come back and bite you in the ass. That's basically what happened. Shout out to San Diego Padre fans with their who's like goose, send the Philly back, like all that whack. That shit was whack, B. Like,
you mean
Philly going down to yellow and brown. That's what's in. Padres on the loose. Let's go, goose. That's what's in. Bryce gonna lose and Manny's gonna cruise. That's what's in. Give Philly no slack and send them back. That's what's in.
Damn.
Hey, but at the end of the day, what happened though was crazy. The funny part was like, Philly's gonna lose. I was like, yo, son, why'd you have to really say that, Joe? He's stuck in, you know how when you get in the bathtub or something and then something's hot and you put your orange. But at the end of the day, this is what happened. We had a whole bunch of Team Jordans crying.
Absolutely. Yo, and it's funny because I've had Padres fans in my DMs, like,
oh, me too.
All since the whole thing went down, and they've been like, bro, we do not claim that activity. We don't know who they said these dudes are from up north. We don't know them. Bro, like, that is the most dad moment of all time. Like, what?
But like, what would possess you to make a video like this, though? Like,
Mark, right there. That right there. That was the first L of the series. So I'm surprised the game even went 5.
Yeah, thanks. And I was, what I was really impressed is like they went into San Diego and they caught one W. Next game was an L, but you know what I mean, like.
But you're gonna take those,
Exactly. You know what I mean. You're gonna win or lose some, but to take a W at their home. And let's be honest, they weren't even selling tickets to Philly fans. Yeah. My sister lives literally across the street. My sister was trying to go to the game, and she was like, "Bro, like, it's crazy. They won't let if you say you're a Philly fan, they won't give you the ticket." I was like, "Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts."
I mean, and I'll give them shout out to the Padres fans because I did see them actually showing up and really supporting their team and doing that. Like, that's intelligent fan play right there. Like, you never want to. You always hear when we're going for the Eagles, when we're going on the road, you're always hearing people say like, "Oh, they didn't want to sell the Eagles fans. They don't want the crowd to be unanimously Philadelphia." But somehow, some way, we always figure it out.
And then speaking of the brotherly love and so, and there's one thing I do love about Philly sports is, and you do see it around the league, but you don't see it as much as in Philadelphia. How the Eagles support the Phillies, the Sixers support the Eagles and stuff like. You don't see that a lot. So I definitely want to say, we gotta protect Jason Kelce at all costs. Like, we just gotta protect him at all costs. He needs to be the mayor. Like seeing him doing the crushing the beer, hugging the fanatic, and shout out to Big Papi David Ortiz, man. Big Papi David Ortiz. Man, he was coming with it every day, bro. Like, he got some different jerseys, bro. It was so dope to see him in the Brian Dalk joint. He had the AI joint. He had the Reggie White joint. He knew he delivered. And shout out to that whole. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Alex Rodriguez, but they knew what time it is.
They knew what it was. They knew what it was. And the last thing we're going to talk about, well, for one, Jason Kelce's having a hell of a retirement year, isn't he not?
Oh my God! This is the farewell tour, right?
Yeah, it's like beautiful seeing him, like just how he's going about it. I love it. But so the last thing we're going to talk about what our Fightins is. So we are here and going into the World Series. There's a potential Philly. Rob is talking about switching up the starters.
Yeah.
He wants to go ahead and put Aaron Nola instead of pitching the second night. He wants Aaron Nola to pitch the first night. So I don't know, man.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
My boy Aaron Nola.
Yeah. They set him up though, man. They set him up in San Diego, man. And his poor parents, man. I felt bad for his parents, bro.
Yeah, his dad was looking like
that was like
cheer. He didn't want to not cheer.
He was frozen. My man was frozen. But I definitely want to say this. Shout out to all the Philadelphia Phillies fans, everybody that support Philadelphia sports, man. Even this kid. Shout out to that.
I love that. I love that. I'm like, that's really bro. Like. Hey, Marcus said he likes saying Nola versus Verlander. I mean, look, this is the thing. We have two great pitchers. He wants to give Wheeler the extra night off, which I mean that makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
I mean, look, I don't think it's going to mess with their rotation because I hear people worried about that. It's going to mess with their flow, but not for nothing. Like you saw when we went into the series against Atlanta. We had Ranger pitch the first game.
Yeah. I was about to say that Ranger, and then I mean, I know he had a bad game in the Robinson. It was Robertson. I know he had a bad game. He let it up. But I have confidence in that he can he can come back from this, man.
Yeah, I think Robertson's a solid. Like I don't.
Yeah,
think
he's solid. So,
honestly,
I
man,
think people don't trust him right now, though. People are not trusting him right now
until he makes a nice save or he, that's how it's gonna be. I mean,
shout out to Dominguez. That's my man, son. That's my man. Dominguez.
Oh yeah, shout out Sir Anthony, bro.
Yeah, man, that's my man.
And you know what, man? I Sir Anthony, he was in a really tough predicament. Tell me if I'm crazy, because I swear when our pitchers were on the mound, it looked like it was pouring down rain. And I
said the same thing to my wife. I was like, "Yo, is it me?" Because is it Darvish or Darvish? Darvish, Darvish was struggling too. I get it.
But I feel like the rain let up when he was on the mound.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, why is it pouring when we get on the mound?" Like, what?
I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. I
know. It was funny. We were in the chat. I started off the chat, and then y'all were like calming me down. I was like, "No, man, no." So I was getting all hype and stuff, and then I was like, "Bro, what is up with this rain?" And I didn't want everybody to be like.
Yeah, no, the rain was
bugging. You know what I'm saying?
the rain was going crazy. It's bad enough. Like, look, bullpen games are what they are. Like, they can be very high stress. They're like you never like you're praying that the guy just makes it to the next pitch, and then you pray to get to the next guy up. Like, and that's just how bullpen games can be. Sometimes you get in a bullpen game and guys are just throwing that stuff. But when you have the rain and stuff's looking like it was looking that day, it was like. Bro, like this is like we're trying to get to preserving the guys we want for the final game, and we're just trying to keep them raw. We just need these guys to just get through it. It's not ever going to be a pretty game, but you just need to get through it and trust. And like I said, I kept saying the bats got to show up and the bats will hang up, and we just had to get through that. That fourth, fifth, and sixth inning was where it was like real.
Yes, that's where it got real choppy. It was getting real choppy. I told my wife, I said between the sixth and the seventh, whoever hits a home run, I think is going to come out big in this game.
Yep.
Because I knew the Phillies didn't want to go back to San Diego. Like that was just a big no-no, and I knew we would eventually squeak it out. But I was just happy that we closed it out. We got a couple of extra days of rest. Yankees won that night. After that, but the World Series doesn't start until
it's not
Friday.
It'll be a Friday. Friday we'll see game one, so we'll get the Nola Verlander on the bump, and it'll be a good time, bro. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
everybody, man. Look, this is I don't know, and this is we'll end with the Phillies here and move on to the next segment, but I just feel it, bro. I feel it. The team has it, like. They have that stuff. They have that feeling about them. Like they can go in there, like you said in the beginning, they're red hot. They could beat anybody right now, and
they can.
I mean,
they're a team that you don't want to face. You just don't want to face.
You see, when you see how guys are together, like a guy hits a double, you got the whole dugout throwing up the twos.
Yo, hold up though, Nick is about that life. Did you see him celebrate with the beer? And he was doing that. I think it was the no ceilings. Yo, I was like, yo.
Hey.
But one thing for sure. You know, me and Rick, man, we're big brim guys. So speaking of brims, I picked up for $6.50. I picked up the new World Series 2022 hat.
That's shout out to the fan cash, bro.
Man, that was such clutch. My wife was like, "Babe, you not much money you got here?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "You had $158." I said, "Oh." She's like, "All you gotta do is pay the taxes and shipping." $6.50. Shout out to the fans.
I was gonna get the all red one, but they already sold out of that in my size, so I think
I figured. I know it's Red October. I have so many red Philly hats.
Yeah, but
so I figure I can go somewhere different. I mean, the only blue joint I have, and I love this color, is the one with the vet. I mean, you and I grew up in South Jersey, and we grew up here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had to get this, man. That was just one of the things I had to
When it comes to the two-tone, the blue with the red brim, that's actually my favorite OG one.
What, the blue with the red brim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the regular, like regular hats, like the
I know you're talking about
on field Johns. That's my favorite
Yeah.
with the red. So I love that's the perfect hat to me. I got that in the ends just the postseason hat. I got that same one, two-tone blue with the red. And man, bro, I can't wait. Now I'm probably gonna end up going with the burgundy, like I said, since they don't have they don't have red in my size now. But man, oh man, what a the Phillies are dominating in home runs. It doesn't matter who they face. That's what I'm saying, man. Like we literally this team is red hot. No pun intended. We're going into this. We're going into this series, and bro, like I don't think anybody wants to see us, bro. Like I really feel it, man. Like I'm not even trolling. I'm not even like on some homerism stuff. I'm feeling it, bro. I'm feeling it. Like this team can do it. So, hey, we're gonna go ahead. I need a Kelly Green Phillies cap. If you go, actually, you know what, Marcus? Go on hatclub.com right now. There's a Kelly Green Phillies. Seriously, hatclub.com. Type in Phillies, and at the last hat on the page, there's a Kelly Green Phillies hat, and it's on sale. I think they have a full size run available. It's Kelly Green, and if I'm not mistaken, it's $24. It's on there right now.
And check out Hat Heaven too. Hat Heaven has it on.
Hat Heaven, yep, Hat Heaven. So yeah, man, like this is now we're gonna go ahead and shift gears. You know what I'm saying? We love our fighting Phils. Let's see them do our thing. But let's go ahead and get into another great Philadelphia team that's doing their thing right now that I don't think anybody else wants to go ahead and see. Let's get into our Philadelphia Eagles 6-0, and specifically when I'm talking about the Eagles, I want to really talk about that young man right there that we're seeing. I want to talk about our boy Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, baby. This guy has just proved everybody wrong. He's just kept doing the right thing over and over and over. He's gotten better. And I've been on this pod. I've been on Swoop Boys. I've been in person having conversations all season. And I was telling everybody, I think Hurts is going to I think he's here. I think he's excited. He's a team guy, and I think he's going to take a reasonable salary. And I don't know. Tell me if I'm tripping, but after a whole offseason I'm not saying that he's not a good guy. I'm none of that. But after a whole offseason, there you go. I can't beat it. We know. After a whole offseason of having to hear the headlines that the Eagles wanted to trade for every major quarterback that was unhappy with the franchise he was currently with, Russell and, the kid in Houston and, just everybody who was unhappy, the Eagles were quote unquote in on, and they were ready to make a move and go grab them. They were ready to trade those 3 first rounders and all this, like a lot. He had this. And what did Jalen Hurts do? He sat there like a class act. We didn't hear one word out of him. He didn't make any weird noises, any talks, any weird quotes. None of that stuff came out. But now he put up. You know what I'm saying? They tell you put your money where your mouth is. He put up, and I think Jalen Hurts he's gonna take a reasonable contract. I don't know if he's gonna take like 40, 50 million a year, but I think when it comes down to negotiations, I think he's walking right in there, and Howie and them are gonna be like, oh, we're gonna give him something team friendly. And I think every week that the Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated and Jalen keeps wowing us, I think he's going to walk right in Mr. Lurie's office, right in Howie's office, and he's going to tell them one thing and one thing only.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up. 30 more. All right, enough of this shit.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats, baby.
Everybody eats. The price of the brick going up, baby. Price of the brick is going up.
This is the thing that I'm a little excited about, and I had to hold it in. Was for so long, we've been waiting for a quarterback like somebody like Jalen Hurts, right? We've been waiting for a quarterback like that. We thought we had one, and we thought we got a hell of a deal, 32, 33 mil a year. But he coming out, he left his glass slipper come into the link and turn into a pumpkin. And when you know what I mean, when all that happened, and we see the true colors of that person, I'm not going to say his name. And now he's on his third team in 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. And there was a reason why that Jalen Hurts was in the position that he was in, and now he's capitalizing on it, and he's showing you his true colors of who he is, and matter of fact, not who he is, but what the Philadelphia Eagles are.
Yeah.
And from what I see, I'll be honest with you, and what I'm hearing from the streets and the rumors, they're all in. They're all in on Jalen Hurts. So with 2 first-round draft picks, shout out to the Saints, thank you, and cash next year, and we still have $9 million this year. Yo, like what else can you ask for? You know what I mean? You gave him keys to the Bentley or the truck, wherever you want to give them, and now you just sit back and say, hey, let's deliver more. You know what I mean? And this is the year, right? Yeah. Every year they say this is the year. Let me go look at what the Rams did last year. Look what the Bills are doing. They're recruiting OBJ. They're recruiting guys that, hey, yo, you might want to come over here because we on some winning formula. This is like, you know, what we did in 2017. I think the only thing that we did, I think we went to go get Ajay Ajay, and with him, LeGarrette, Corey Kmet, and Sproles was hurt, and you know whatever we had, it gave us an extra boost. The Golden Tate move. I know not everybody's happy about that one, but you know it feed its purpose. You know, he caught that touchdown from Nick, and then we ended up beating Chicago with a double doink. I don't know what it was. If Alshon catches that rock in New Orleans, we're back in the Super Bowl. I believe.
Yeah.
So this is it, man. I feel like, you know, trading deadline is November 1st. So all I can say, man, is I am super happy to be where I'm from and to be a Philadelphia sports fan.
I'm just dancing all alone. Bro, I love that song.
You're the only person vibing on that. Me and Will and Marcus like, nah, we good. We're gonna still celebrate dreams and nightmares.
I was telling y'all, but now you see the whole city's dancing on it, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. You can join with them. We still Swoop Boys. We'll just be looking at you like, hey, are you good? You all right? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because we're gonna hold that pennant up. Y'all gonna be right there with me, like.
I don't know how to dance to that. Gangsters don't dance, they boogie.
We're gonna be going crazy.
Reek gonna be like Terry Crews. What is it? No, where's Lamar? And then here's Reek.
That's a big ass robot.
That's a big ass robot.
Nah, man. I mean, it's a legendary time to be. This is the thing, bro, and this is why I always try to tell people, bro, when you talk about sports, it's just the emotion that it inspires, the feelings that you get, these memories that you're creating. Like, I don't know, like I told you, I've definitely had a couple tears shed just thinking back about some great times watching some throwback games back when my grandfather was still alive, you know, and before the Eagles and on the Phillies, you know, like you know, the last time we won a World Series, he was still here with us, you know. So it's like it's stuff like that. You think about it, you remember good times. It's just that's why it's a beautiful thing. It's like a song, you know. When certain songs are big hits and they're all over the place and you hear them, you'll always kind of remember. Oh, I remember when that was out. We were doing this and this, or oh, I remember a great night that song came on, and you know, like it's attached to something. And sports, it's the same thing with that. And I'm a little jealous over our kids. You know, our kids might be seeing well, Lex wasn't here, but Ari was already here. She's already gotten a Super Bowl.
She's already seen
a Super Bowl. They might both get a World Series, you know, before they're even teenagers.
And I ain't hating.
I ain't hating.
What? Yo, you know how long I waited?
Yeah, you feel me?
You know how long I waited? My daughter over here talking about, my daughter, you know, like we're at the tailgate, right? I had to tell a story. We're at the tailgate, and just to see my daughter say the Eagles chant, and my daughter knows it by heart. She was like, hit them low, hit them high. And she's like, go, you know what I'm saying? like I was like, man, I did that. Like I embody that and then put it into my daughter. And now my daughter, is going to pass it on to her kids and their kids and their kids, like, and it's super dope to see that. And I mean, Lex is loving. He said he's repping the Phillies today. Yep. Like, it's so dope to see your kids smile. And like, when we were kids, people would tell them, well, our team sucked. So
we were going through it. You're gonna learn heartache at a young age. Like,
we went through it, B. You know what I'm saying? We went through it. Now our kids, like Lex and Ari, like, man, it's crazy.
They're coming up in the beautiful. They're like how this. They're growing up like those Patriots kids for the last decade.
It is so messed up, man. I'm like, and I'm low key. I'm like, yeah, that's my daughter, but I'm like, damn. How long it took me? It took me 32 years, B.
Yeah, bro. For real. You know how lucky you are? This is crazy. Crazy. Well, shoot, man. So I'm excited. I just think Jalen Hurts is definitely going to be getting a nice little contract. I think look to Howie to definitely, do Howie things at the trade deadline and try to make some moves. I'm looking forward to that. And now we're going to get into Papi's picks. You know what I'm saying? Picks and flicks real quick. So, hey, if you're like me, you've been watching Game of Thrones, man, or the House of the Dragons. We caught the finale this week, and the finale, it definitely didn't disappoint. And shout out my boy Jewy, because me and him were going back and forth in the D's like, you got a couple more of them episodes? I need another episode or two. I wanted a little bit more bloodshed. But, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. Look, the show been out for it's been out. We're already going on Tuesday night. Y'all had 3-4 days to go ahead and watch it. So if you didn't watch the finale of the Game of Thrones, get off now, because here comes some spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you what. I knew the young prince was gonna die as soon as they showed his little punk ass, wimpy ass, tiny dragon. Why you let that boy fly out on that little ass dragon? Like, that dragon wasn't even built to fight. And then, shout out to him. He tried to go ahead and do a little something, but his cousin over here with the giant dragon and gets devoured, like straight 8 in half. Like, I knew that was going down, especially like when his mom told him, "Don't be fighting nobody." Bruh, you knew he was about to get ate up, and that's exactly what happened. And now, shout out to HBO and the Game of Thrones, because y'all finagled the bagel. Y'all figured out a way to take it for something that should have been one season. Now now you're getting 2 seasons out of it. And I'm gonna tell you what, that second season better be a whole lot of fighting and a whole lot of bloodshed. That's the only thing I want to see if you're gonna justify giving this another season. But I did like the House of the Dragons. You know what I'm saying? Like we know Game of Thrones, they're going to do it. They're going to do a whole lot of incest things going on. That's a little wild. A lot of, wild stuff like that. But the Dragons, they definitely didn't disappoint. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you haven't. If I ruined it for you, trust me, it's still going to be plenty of good stuff to watch in that you'll enjoy. Survivor's in the early parts of it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of early deception. I got to say, one thing that I'm liking about Survivor this season is that they're doing this, and they continued it from last season, that they're doing this little like beware token. So like if you take it, you got to do something for your token to actually be valid. And this bead selection thing that they're doing, I'm gonna tell you what, I was excited because I thought nobody was gonna really be able to do that shit, and everybody has somehow easily within like 5 minutes of getting the token, been able to go ahead and just get the beads from everybody else and put them together, and now they got an extra vote. Like, that's whack. I thought it was going to be way harder, but apparently people don't be looking for the deception like I be looking for the deception in Survivor. So definitely go ahead and keep watching. It's early in the season. We're waiting for the merger. I think we're already seeing people start to turn on each other, and you know what I'm saying, some Gio, you had to go this week, bro. You was being sneaky, and I like how they blindsided your ass. Goodbye. And the last thing is we're heating up is the challenge. MTV's the challenge, bro. Y'all know I'm a huge challenge fan, and they left off this week just with the perfect little drama. We got exes coming back together, and now they're going to go ahead and have to have a conversation. I ain't going to get too heavy into it because I want to see how big they play up the old exes back in out of nowhere blindside thing. We'll get into that next week. But, those are my little shows, my flicks and picks right now. I hope everybody's enjoying House of the Dragons. That's definitely number 1 on the radar. Finish that up if you haven't already. And you know, we're gonna go ahead and end it with some good hats. You got some good hats over there?
Yes, sir. So first, you know, this is one of me and Reek's favorite patch. You got the All-Star patch, black with white P, red UV. Crazy.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's like what do they call that? What they like red bottoms, you know what I'm saying?
Red bottoms, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I like that red because that red is like, I don't know if it's because the black, but the red really pops on that.
Yeah, the red really pops on it.
Really
it's
pops
probably one of my favorite joints right here.
Definitely a good like Sixers jersey with it or something. I love it.
And then we got the little fall eagle joint right there with the red, was it the red, white, and a little bit of brown.
Yes, sir.
Little fall vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Little fall, you saying?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, with the Pro Bowl patch.
Yes,
and last but not least, we got the this one is ill, man. Might have to turn this camera on.
Pinky.
Yeah, this one is ill, man.
I love that hat.
Let's see. So this one, the pink UV, you see it with it has like an olive green to it with the pink with the 75-year patch on it. It's probably one of my favorite joints right now, man.
It's a good clean hat. The khaki with the pink too. Show them that UV, man. Show them that UV though. That
UV is crazy.
UV is crazy, man.
Pink, that's that watermelon. That's that watermelon right there. That
watermelon, yeah, bro.
That taffy right there.
It's looking good, bro. It's a good hat. So I'm gonna go ahead. These are all Phillies for me today, but you know what I'm saying? We got the Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Fire.
New York, you know, obviously nice 96 patch. We got the Phillies, you know what I'm saying? Philly script always. That's my favorite. Nice gray UV. People be hating on the gray and the green UVs, but if you're OGs like us, you know, when you was getting this back in the day, they was coming with gray and they was coming with green. Now I do respect the pinky because it's just like a new flavor. We do love that. But the gray and the greens, we was big on that. Now, I don't know how California got away with doing a Phillies hat and they did it so proper, but come on, man. Like this P-Star is crazy with the brown UV, chrome top. You already know I'm gonna have to baby this one, but I don't mind. Pink with the blue. I'm gonna have to freak this thing because come on.
That's gonna get about 2 wears a year, and then you gotta put that on the shelf.
This one, yeah, like you gotta and come on, the gold UV is like
gold UV is crazy.
They went crazy.
You know what? One thing I like about gold UV is like it's like something like a 007 Nintendo vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't lie, you know what I mean?
Bro, it's just a little something new they're bringing to the space. I love it.
I like it. Yeah,
shout out to my boy, two plates, you know what I'm saying? He went ahead and got me right. I tagged it on my Instagram right now. He's tagged on the reel with this hat. He made sure he came through with this. If you need an assist in New York City, my guy is legit. He came through clutch and he wasn't breaking necks. He was good on the price. So shout out my boy, you know what I'm saying? So solid on this, bro. So solid. And then I gotta go ahead and McFitters, bro. You did your thing. He definitely looked out on this. He ended up he does reselling. He's also tagged on my gram. He does resells, but he was he ended up getting this in the wrong size because he wanted this for himself. And I guess he fat fingered it and then ended up getting it in my size. So hey, it came home. And last but not least, you're probably gonna see me for the next couple months wearing this one right here. And man, and I tell you what I tell you, I had some debts to pay. So I tried to go ahead and get 2 more because I wanted to really go ahead and surprise you with this. But they was on to my ass after that, after I came back for the second batch. They said, nah, bro, you got 3 Phillies already. But this right here, bro, this was a Vegas exclusive. And this Phillies right here is the burnt orange, bro, with the black. That's and crazy. You know I don't like in black brims or black tops like that. But it's like pumpkin spice, bro.
So so I want to explain this. So Reek is actually the opposite of like me. Yep. I don't like white hats. I cannot stand them. I have one because it was given to me for free. Mm-hmm. He is a white hat. I love black hats because it's like, number one, it don't get dirty. You can get a little sweat on it, but you can just
you can definitely get it off.
You know what I mean? White, nah, man. Especially with me, and I don't know how he does it because he got a 3-year-old, 4. Looks like 3, 4.
I do not let Lex touch my head at all. Like,
okay, I'm about to say.
Sometimes he be trying, and I'll be like, bro,
My
I will
daughter.
break your fingers. Do not play with me.
Yeah, my daughter loves wearing my hats. Like she'll put my hat on, and she's like, "Oh, I'm dad." She always does that. I don't know what that is.
Well, he has the thing is he has a couple of his own Phillies hats already, so
yeah,
he always just wants to throw his on because he knows they fit him. He knows mine be too big, so that's why.
Oh,
but,
my daughter got all that. My daughter got that Nickelodeon hair, so you know she got.
this right here might change the game for me though. The black top.
Yeah. All right, so I have that one. I have that one, but not in orange. I have that one green UV Phillies with the normal colors. That's what
yes, sir. That one's a legendary, bro.
Yeah, that one doesn't come in for some, bro.
I literally I went back. I've had a couple guys. Shout out to my hat fellas, bro, my brethren out there. You know what I'm saying? They've done a couple of assists for me, so I had to go ahead and pay back the iron price. I had to make sure I got them right. Shout out though, because they all ended up grabbing some Swoop Boy pins, so they're definitely repping the Swoop Boys.
Oh man, we appreciate it.
I tried to go back the next day because my boy said they got stock still, they got Phillies hats still, and I came back and I was like, it's like, nah, bro. They said you keep buying all the Phillies, like we want people to get it. I'm like, I was like, it's for me, man. It's my people.
Yeah, that's the same thing I'm going through right now. Like, shout out my boy Tapes. He's from Harlem. He's the one that gives me most of my brims. My boy Tapes. My boy Brimmy. He's from Queens. That's family. Yeah, my boy. Not the real Brimmy. Little, little Brimmy. Yeah, shout out to that's my cousin. That's how I've been getting my Philly. I can't get Philly hats in Arizona.
Yeah, it's cool how they be doing us out here in the desert.
Yeah, they do up 30 in the desert, man.
Uniform sports. I was surprised when they dropped the Phillies, but as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh nah. I had to stand in line. I saw a dude get knocked out. I felt like I was back home for a second. It was crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy how like the fitted game it's been. Like I said, shout out to my boy Tapes. My boy Tapes put me on the brims, and he was with the whole patches and stuff like that. You know, so I've been doing this since 2017, 2018. It's just I remember I would be able to pick up a hat like it was nothing. You know what I mean? Now it caught on so much where it's like you go to I went to SneakerCon and cats were asking me about my brim. They like, yo, how much you pay for that? I'm like, I pay retail. They like, that brim is going for like $125, $200. I'm like, that's nuts, man. Like coming from where I came from, like we would buy brims and it'll be $40, $50, $60. This is the most inspired brim. But it's getting out of hand, man. And to be honest with you, it's cheaper than shoes. It's cheaper than kicks. So
I think that's what makes it so addicting and makes it so hard. You're like, well, I would pay $200, $250 for some sneakers.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
4 hats right there. So
you know what I'm saying? Yo, I definitely want to hit a shout out. Definitely want to get a shout out to Ill Will, man. Yo, son, like you.
My man's just been going in on that.
He's been going ham on the brims. Yo, son, every time he's sitting there, so he has a big
long boxes, like long boxes, y'all.
Yes, and Rob from Cali. Rob from Cali bought 9 hats in one swoop. I said, son, he's like, no, hey, King, you put me on them patches. I was like, I'm touching everybody with it. Bro, it's cheaper than shoes, B. I'm sorry.
Shoes, and it just adds a little extra oomph to your, to your John. But shout out to my Twizzy, you know what I'm saying? The Rico 2 Western. Ever since then he's been sending me videos. He's at Lids every couple days, copping something. He's a Yankees fan, but he's still getting his shit. I'm like,
yep.
Oh man, even Charlie, our boy Charlie, bro. He was telling me, he's like, oh, I like your hats, but I don't like the swoosh on the Philly. He's like, I just like just the script by itself. So me being me, I said, oh well, if that's what you like, boom. I sent them the link. Pro Image just dropped, 2 weeks ago. They dropped the scripts. I sent that. He said, oh my gosh. He ended up grabbing that, and then he's grabbing the World Series patch hat. Like he's like, bro, why? Why?
I'm just glad that everybody is coming on board with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad. I'm glad I touched everybody, and everybody's like, "Ooh!" Now with you, I feel like it's a competition. It's a friendly competition that you.
Yeah, you know, it's like.
But I do love your style with the pins. I definitely will say that. So right now, I got the. It's Red October. I got the Freddie versus Jason joint.
There you go. I like that. I like that. The pin, and that was like that. So all right, like people who, like that's the thing that went crazy for me. Like we've been hat. I'll say this because the hat community, I feel like the hat community online is new, but the hat community has been around forever. Since I could, as long as I can remember, like I've said multiple times, for me, buying hats was like you go to the store. That was just part of buying a fit. So to see the hat community blowing up to what it is now, pins is the newest thing to me, and and that's one thing I never was like. But I've always what I would, especially when dad hats were a thing. I used to love buying. I like the dad hat era when it first came out, but obviously, like anything, it got overdone, and I felt like once they started putting random stuff on the dad hat, I was like, all right, this is wacky. We're out of here. Like,
I got you. Yeah,
we're not doing this. Like a bottle of ketchup on a dad hat. Like why are we doing that?
Wear that. Go ahead, and wear that with your Monarchs, B.
You feel me? Like like
wear them with your Pete Carrolls, B.
That's why I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna just stick with my fitteds, and But it was but the pins, I would always buy, like when we go to the sports store, they'd always have the pin packs. So I used to love grabbing those packs and just throwing them in there into the hat. That way, it would just offer a little something different. And then I wasn't aware of patches. Like patches started, like you said, patches has been like a thing the past 3 or 4 years. They really started going crazy with patches and the UVs and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a way to individualize my fitted because they didn't go, there wasn't all this different stuff you see nowadays. So I love to see that people are creating pins. The hat community pins are a whole part of it, and they're doing it. Yeah, the Monarchs was crazy, Mark. The Monarchs was crazy because people tried to go ahead and tell you that was a good shoe, and it most certainly was not a good shoe. But Complex and Hypebeast was definitely out here having 20-year-olds looking like they were their dads. Crazy.
That's nice. It's crazy. It's crazy out in the streets, man.
But I mean, shoot, that's it. We went a little bit long today, 1 hour and 7, but man, it was just so much good stuff we had to talk about, celebrate, man, and you know what I'm saying. We definitely missed the chat, missed everybody. It's always good to be back, you know what I'm saying. And we were just trying to get a structure together and get everything right. There was some traveling going on, but you guys can expect the Hey Papi every Tuesday. You're gonna get a Swoop Boys every Wednesday. We back, we better than ever, and you know what I'm saying. You could bet on that, baby.
For sure. Definitely want to say this. Thank you for everybody that reached out to me. As y'all know, I said on the last podcast, my DMs is crazy. My uncle had a heart attack. He's getting better. So he's getting better. He's about to get out of the hospital. He's about to go in a rehab facility. So I just want to say thank you for all the wishes, the prayers. I'm real close to my uncle. You know what I'm saying? He was one that taught me swag. He was a D-boy back, back in the day. My uncle was like Mitch from what was it? Paid in Full. That was like my uncle, man. So I just want to say I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the prayers. And we're not going on until next week. So, happy Halloween. Y'all stay safe.
Stay safe. Happy Halloween. And what I would like everybody who, family, if you're doing any family pictures or you got the kids, they do some cool pictures, DM that, because even though it will be past Halloween, I do want to go ahead and share, some fun pics of all the kids and all the stuff for Halloween. I'm taking Halloween off. It's a big day tomorrow. I'll be carving pumpkins with the young Lex, and yeah, definitely, hey, Mark, we appreciate that. And yes, prayers to your uncle. I'm happy he's making a good recovery. Definitely anything he needs from, if we can do anything, let us know, bro. But hey, bro, yeah, DM those pictures to me or King so we can go ahead and show them on the next episode. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Swoop Boys, baby. Maybe make sure you're looking out for Coach's Corner, and Ill Will's coming with some heat too, y'all, man. So make sure y'all are paying attention, baby. But on that note, it's been me, Hey Papi, best producer in the game, King.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Pop. Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, yo, Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey, Papi. Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Papi. ¿Qué pasa, mi primo?